Hi, I'm Melanie K, or as most of you know, I am Mel, and I welcome you back to my channel, or if you're new around here, I welcome you. Please push that subscribe button and the notification bell because I won't bombard you with posts. I post Mondays, Wednesdays and Saturdays at 6 PM UK time. That's GMT time, and today, because we are stuck in quarantine, in lockdown, I am back with another video. Well, I don't say why. I am back today making some my own pasta. So it's like how you can use odds and ends to make your own things rather than going out. We're making pasta today. I have a pasta machine, but you don't have to have a pasta machine. And we're gonna just go along, and I thought it'd be fun to show you how to make pasta as well. So let's begin. For anyone that wants my pasta making machine, it is from Lakeland. It's a couple of years old now, but there we go. And the recipe I'm following is in there. I will drop it down into the description box below as well. Alternatively, you need a rolling pin. You can either use the side if the side is clean, or a bowl. That's totally up to you. Then you need to have, the only ingredients you need is eggs. 5 eggs it asks for, but I only have 4, so I'm just going to have a little bit less flour. And then the only other thing is you need is like a knife, clean hands, and then flour. 450 grams of soft wheat flour. It doesn't really matter what flour you use as long as it is like an all-purpose flour. So let's go. I've washed my hands, I am ready. I also have tools as well because I am using obviously my pasta maker. But if you don't, you can just roll it out and cut it with a knife. That totally works as well. And also you can freeze this. This is why it's amazing to make your own pasta, because you're not just making it for today. You can make it into batches for as many meals as you want. This recipe serves for 6 people as well. Obviously for me it'll be a little bit less because I'm only using 4 eggs and a little bit less flour. Anyway, we are going to measure out this. I'm going to measure out these ingredients and be back with you in a minute. Okay, so all I'm going to do is it's up to you. You can put it into a bowl or onto the surface. I think a bowl is easier. So I have got my flour, which I've weighed out, 450 grams. And then all you need to do is you just need to pour that into the bowl and add the eggs. So let's add the eggs now. I'll put them into here just in case I crack the eggs. And obviously make sure you don't have any shell in them. These are not cracking well. Splat. Yeah, really not splitting well, are you? Okay, so that's my 5 eggs. Just wash my hands. Okay, if you've got shell in here, obviously remove it. But let's bring in the flour, and you just want to create like a well in the middle. And then you mix the eggs in with a fork until it is completely blended. So I'm just going to whisk these up a little bit first anyway. You don't have to do this step, but I am. Okay, then pour your eggs into your whirl. Like so. And then you mix with the fork. You just need to mix in the eggs until it's completely mixed together. Okay, now that is proper mixed in, just use my knife to scrape that down. We are going to use our hands and knead for at least 10 minutes until it all is supple and elastic. I can't say that word. So clean hands, obviously. This is where it might be better to dump it out on the side. When it is like kneaded a little bit, just use some flour, sprinkle it out on the side. Well, it might be a bit much, spread it about a bit and dump your dough out. Okay, because mine is a little too sticky still, I'm just going to add some flour to the bottom again and roll it through. If it's too dry, add a bit of water. But you don't want too much, obviously. Okay, so that's mine done. I now need to leave it in cling film on surface for 30 minutes at least. Get my cling film. And then wrap that in the cling film for half an hour and we'll be back. So it's been half hour now and I'm going to take my dough out of the cling film. I'm going to put a bit of flour down again. Actually, I cleaned the sides. I'm just going to put this down because I need to roll it. Maybe a bit too much there, Melanie. And then with a knife, I'm going to just cut like a quarter off and put it in the dough. Then with my rolling pin, I'm just going to roll this out just a little bit. Oh, that's why you need to put some flour on it. Okay, the magic begins with this machine. If you haven't got this machine, just continue to roll it out on that. Now this has got shed loads of flour on it, so you just put it in. Might need to be a little, oh no, it's going. So having the pasta machine just makes life easier because it rolls it all out. But if you haven't got a pasta machine, then just roll it out with your rolling pin. If not, I'm sure Lakeland are still doing deliveries. Okay, then fold it in half, pretty much. And then again, and we roll it out again. Or roll it through again. But we want this to come this way, so you just kind of use your hands as well. Again, they're clean still. Right, my dough is falling apart. But that's how you make the pasta. So then let's just put this bit through as well. Now I am going to use my tool which makes the squiggly edges. If you haven't got that, just use a fork. But this cuts it into squares as well. You might want to put a bit of flour on it, because that is not working. That's a bit better. So it works on the thinnest bit. So you need to cut them all up. For me, I'm making bows because that's what I like. I'll show you with a knife as well, because that was a bit naff. So just use your knife, cut it down. And then cut it into squares. It's probably a bit big. Okay, so let's take a square. Let's take this square that actually worked. Can you see that? And then in the middle, you just need to, I'm making bows. You can make whatever pasta you want, but that makes the bow shape. And you can make whatever pasta you want. Obviously, if you want spaghetti, whatever you want. So with this bit here that I've got left, I'm just going to put it into a ball again and roll it out. But look how much pasta I've made so far, which is pretty much enough for a meal. And then the rest that is over there, I'll probably cut into, so 3 more meals. Where have you got wet from? 3 more meals, maybe 4 more meals out of that. Yeah, 5 meals I'd do, because I had 5 eggs, so it's like an egg a meal. And then I just freeze that individually into them, but I won't cut it up. I'll roll it out once it's defrosted. But I'm going to just roll this again. So I've got my bit ready for lunch now, which I'm going to have for my tea, my lunch at lunchtime. I have my dinner at lunchtime. But with this stuff, I'm going to cut it into 5 and put it into a bag. So I just thought I'd show you this as well, because then you've got that, you know, you can freeze it. So I'm just going to cut it into 5. And then I'm just going to roll them bits in together using just a normal bag that I'd freeze whatever in. Tie it up. That's a portion for 1, obviously. If you're doing a portion for 5 people, you could just freeze it as 1. And then put them in the freezer and get them out the day before you need to use them. And that is how easy, simple and quick it is to make pasta. Obviously, if you don't have the pasta machine, just roll the dough out with like a I was gonna say saucepan, a rolling pin. But yeah, so easy. Now I'm gonna cook my actual dinner for today, which I'm gonna have sausage pasta. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know if you make this. Fun for the kids as well as you. Do a bit of food tech, home technology, you know, a bit of creativity into their day as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.